Pornography has become increasingly accessible in today's digital age, and many young people are exposed to sexually explicit material at an early age. While there is nothing inherently wrong with consensual sexual activity or viewing pornography, excessive use of pornography, beating the meat, and orgasm can have negative effects on teens' mental and physical health, relationships, and overall well-being. This video will explore why PMO can be damaging for teens and provide recommendations for healthy sexual development. PMO, pornography, beating the meat, orgasm, can have negative impacts on mental health. Pornography often presents unrealistic expectations for sexual behavior and can lead to body image issues, which can impact overall mental health and well-being. Pornography use has been associated with feelings of shame, guilt, and low self-esteem, which can lead to anxiety and depression. The teenage brain is still developing, and it is highly sensitive to the effects of addiction. When teens engage in PMO, it can activate the brain's reward centers and release a surge of dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that creates feelings of pleasure and reward. Over time, this can lead to a decrease in dopamine receptors and a tolerance for sexual stimulation, which can make it more difficult for teens to experience pleasure in real-life sexual encounters. Additionally, excessive PMO can lead to a decrease in gray matter volume in the brain's reward centers, which can lead to addiction-like symptoms and decreased self-control. Research has shown that addiction-related changes in the brain can have long-term consequences, particularly for teens. Adolescence is a time of rapid brain development, and any disruption to this process can have lasting effects on cognitive functioning and emotional regulation. Studies have linked excessive PMO to an increased risk of developing addiction-like symptoms and behaviors, such as decreased self-control, impulsivity, and risk-taking behavior. These changes in behavior can have negative consequences for teens' mental health and well-being, including an increased risk of anxiety and depression. In addition to its impact on addiction-related brain changes, excessive PMO can also interfere with teens' ability to form healthy, intimate relationships. Teens who rely on PMO as their primary source of sexual stimulation may struggle to develop the social and emotional skills necessary to form healthy relationships with others. By prioritizing self-gratification over meaningful connections with others, excessive PMO can isolate teens and contribute to feelings of loneliness and alienation. Overall, excessive PMO can have negative effects on teens' brain development, mental health, and ability to form healthy relationships. To promote healthy sexual development and emotional well-being, it's important for teens to limit their PMO habits and engage in responsible sexual behavior that prioritizes mutual respect, communication, and consent. PMO, or excessive pornography consumption, and beating the meat can have a negative impact on physical health, especially in young and developing bodies. The act of achieving orgasm can lead to fatigue, dehydration, and nutrient depletion. Repeatedly engaging in PMO can lead to physical exhaustion and may even interfere with daily routines and responsibilities, such as schoolwork or sports activities. In men, excessive PMO has been linked to erectile dysfunction, or the inability to achieve and maintain an erection during sexual activity. This is because PMO can lead to desensitization, reducing its sensitivity to sexual stimulation. This desensitization can result in difficulty achieving and maintaining an erection during real-life sexual encounters. In addition, excessive PMO can also lead to a decrease in sperm count, which can impact male fertility. For women, excessive PMO may lead to decreased sensitivity and pleasure during sexual activity. Women who engage in PMO frequently may also be at an increased risk of urinary tract infections due to the friction and introduction of bacteria that can occur during beating the meat. Overall, excessive PMO can have a negative impact on overall physical health and well-being. It's important for individuals to engage in responsible sexual behavior and seek help if they feel that their PMO habits are interfering with their daily life, relationships, or physical health. It's also important to note that while moderate sexual activity is generally considered safe and healthy, excessive PMO can lead to negative physical health consequences that should not be ignored. Teens who engage in PMO may experience feelings of shame and guilt as they hide their activities from family and friends. This secrecy can create a sense of shame and contribute to feelings of isolation and loneliness. Additionally, excessive PMO can lead to addiction-like symptoms and behaviors, such as decreased self-control, impulsivity, and risk-taking behavior. These symptoms can lead to difficulties in managing other areas of life, such as school, work, and social relationships. PMO can also negatively impact the reward centers of the brain, leading to decreased dopamine receptors and a tolerance for sexual stimulation. This can lead to difficulty experiencing pleasure in real-life sexual encounters and contribute to a decreased interest in sexual activity overall. This can further impact mental health and relationships, as individuals may feel disconnected from their partners and experience feelings of inadequacy. Furthermore, pornography use has been linked to an increased risk of developing depression and anxiety. This can be due to the unrealistic expectations set by pornography and the sense of inadequacy that can result from not living up to these expectations. The repeated exposure to explicit sexual content can also desensitize individuals to sexual stimulation, leading to it is important for individuals to understand the potential negative impacts of PMO on mental health and take steps to prevent excessive use. This can include setting boundaries around pornography use, seeking professional help if addiction-like symptoms are present, and engaging in healthy sexual behavior that prioritizes mutual respect, communication, and consent. By promoting healthy sexual behavior and addressing the negative impacts of PMO, individuals can improve their mental health and overall well-being. Excessive PMO can have negative effects on relationships, especially romantic relationships. Studies have shown that pornography use is associated with decreased relationship satisfaction and increased relationship conflict, as well as an increased risk of infidelity and separation. One reason for this is that pornography often presents unrealistic expectations for sexual behavior, which can lead to dissatisfaction and disappointment in real-life sexual encounters. In addition, excessive PMO can lead to a decrease in dopamine receptors and a tolerance for sexual stimulation, which can make it more difficult for individuals to experience pleasure in real-life sexual encounters. This can create a disconnect between partners, as one partner may feel unsatisfied or unfulfilled in the relationship. Furthermore, excessive PMO can lead to decreased intimacy and emotional connection between partners. When one partner engages in excessive PMO, they may become emotionally distant or disconnected from their partner, as they are seeking sexual gratification from a source other than their partner. This can lead to decreased communication and emotional connection, which are important components of a healthy relationship. Excessive PMO can also increase the risk of infidelity and separation. When one partner is engaging in excessive PMO, they may be more likely to seek out other sexual partners, either through infidelity or by ending the current relationship. This can be devastating for the partner who is left behind and can lead to long-term emotional and psychological consequences. To promote healthy relationships, it's important for individuals to avoid excessive PMO and engage in responsible sexual behavior that prioritizes mutual respect, communication, and consent. This may involve discussing sexual expectations and desires with a partner, being open and honest about sexual history and concerns, and prioritizing emotional connection and intimacy in the relationship. It's also important for individuals to seek professional help if they are struggling with excessive PMO or other addiction-like behaviors. A therapist or counselor can provide support guidance, and resources to help individuals overcome these issues and build healthy, fulfilling relationships. In conclusion, excessive PMO can have significant negative effects on relationships, including decreased intimacy, emotional disconnection, and increased risk of infidelity and separation. By prioritizing responsible sexual behavior and seeking professional help when needed, individuals can build healthy, fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and communication. While there is nothing inherently wrong with viewing pornography or engaging in consensual sexual activity, excessive PMO can have negative effects on teens' mental and physical health, relationships, and overall well-being. To promote healthy sexual development, it's important for teens to avoid excessive PMO and seek out healthy sexual experiences that prioritize mutual respect, communication, and consent. Parents and educators can help support healthy sexual development by promoting open communication, providing accurate information about sexual health, and modeling healthy sexual behaviors. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.